And we are live. Right as
Hello, everyone.
Fox covers their camera.
It's fine. This is fine.
I'm still here. I'm just finishing getting my shit set up.
Oh, understandable.
Literally got back from a public function. I am gross and tired and exhausted, so apologies for the lack of cam right now.
All good. How are all of you?
My daughter going to bed at a decent time.
Yeah.
My cat is staring at me.
I see the ears.
We're watching the dogs, so she's not a fan.
How has she expressed her displeasure this time?
Just staring at me and scowling.
Dirty looks. Got it.
So today's been a day. Though on the plus side, I did do a lot of like background work for Daggerheart, so
that's nice.
That's exciting. I'm excited to see you guys start that up.
Yep, people have been sending me their ideas for characters or like their initial character, and I'm pretty excited to see what everybody finally decides on once we do character creation on Saturday.
I'm just excited to see what you guys do with everything.
So we had a bit of an ordeal happen last week.
It's putting it politely.
Yeah.
You all were thankfully able to rescue Rocky from the depths of the prison that he was in. You happen to come across Timu Cad Bane, as he was also held captive and missing his right hand. You kind of struck a deal with them that if you got him out of that situation, he would kindly walk away and forget you ever existed. Once you were able to get Rocky safely out of his prison, you made a mental note to come back and to do a bit of cleanup once everything was said and done. And a bit of comedy happened. A lot of talking about pulling people on a string out of a butthole in the sand and setting a butthole on fire, and a bunch of junior high humor shenanigans.
We're very mature players, okay?
But you all decided that Max decided it would be a good idea to talk to Ferventrix, who gave Max a decanter that seemingly housed a star that was in the process of going nova. So the trek to the desert, back to the butthole in the sand, was a bit slower, as you had to walk at half speed, as this item was, very volatile. So you got back, you went down into the ruins, only to find it completely cleaned out. No signs of undeath, no signs of the hag, nothing but a strange pool of water. A pool of water which Raum filled his water skin with, and Asha informed him that it's more than likely something bad, given the divination that she had cast on it.
Excellent.
Making your way back to the God damn it, I knew one of you was going to do it. Making your way back to the arcane laboratory, that too had been cleared out. The items that weren't stolen by Raum when he was going through it were no longer on the shelves or on tables or anything. The only thing that laid intact was the teleportation circle.
Sounds about right.
Sacrificing about 500. What did I say? 5,000 gold worth of gems.
I think it was 5,000. Yeah.
You were able to
Yeah, that
activate
sure was.
the teleportation circle, which would give you 3 jumps. There was then a very long, drawn-out discussion of how exactly you were going to set up the bomb and escape on time. Not really sure, well, most of you not really sure how this portal worked. Kylus decided that it would be that he would go first, that he would try to teleport to the gates outside of Valanche. But before he can utter a word, a strange individual leapt from Sylvia's shadow, forming into that djinn that Asha had seen the previous night. Everyone caught off guard. This djinn placed his hands on Kylus' shoulders, said Black Pyramid, and the two of them vanished.
Fucker.
As we pick up today, I am going to need to ask everybody who is not Zorro to mute your headsets.
Okay.
Oh, lordy.
No. God. I'm nervous. Okay.
Give me a second. I'm just trying to.
Yep.
I think I may need to get a new headset here because it's starting to,
Oh, no.
like the left-hand speaker is starting to reverberate with like
Oh.
high bass music. So, but one moment you were in the center of the teleportation circle, getting ready to do the test jump.
Mm-hmm.
The next minute, it all happened in a familiar face to you appearing right in front of you, grasping your shoulders, saying Black Pyramid. And you feel a moment of weightlessness as the area around you goes a blinding white. And as you appear back in, you lay stripped of all belongings, all armor, everything, on a wooden table.
Am I naked or just in my
You
my
are
like
completely-
common clothes I wear under?
You are completely naked.
Oh no.
Something unsettling, some unnatural force preventing you from moving. As the djinn, you can see the djinn every now and then walking by you on either side. I've given you so many gifts. I had one simple request: to use them generously. Yet, I can count the amount of times that you've used these abilities on a single hand. And that hand isn't even full. What, are the gifts not good enough for you? Do I need to give you an upgrade? Do I need to punish you to incentivize you? Maybe that little bird that follows you around. Something to keep you in line and marching like a good little soldier.
because of your punishment that I was forced to be given these what you call gifts. I regrettably have used it to help save who I can. But even that was pushing the line. I do not want this curse.
A curse? You wound me, child.
Good.
We signed a pact. I saved your life, and you wear my brand.
You lied to me. You came in the vision of my maiden. You sullied her vision by being a pretender.
And you're some chump who thought that his goddess was talking to him, that he was some divine champion, that he was special and needed to be saved. It's not my fault you people don't read the fine print or, well, look at who's talking to you.
I also truly believed it was her because it's not the first time she approached me either.
And that just made it so much easier. You just leapt. You wanted to believe. But no foul was done. Business is business. We have a contract.
Based on a lie. Would never, ever have done such a thing. I would have rather died that night.
You know, so many business startups start the same way. It's all about give and take. I gave you your life. You're supposed to go out in my name. I'm not asking you to use the eye on every chance that you get. But there have been situations where that could have severely helped your friends, severely helped you. And yet, your pride, your dignity, would rather see them harmed than you step in the way.
I would try to protect them with my own power, not this gift.
This is your power.
Oh, I can't move. It is not my power. It is yours.
I see education is going to be needed to apply here. Maybe some swift discipline as well. Like, he walks over and he takes a small scalpel, and that closed eye that you have, he slowly just drags it down the middle. And then he does that with his hands. The eye opens and you feel thread, like seemingly keeping the eye permanently.
Does it hurt?
You only take a point of damage, but it's not
Okay.
it's
It's uncomfortable.
it's not comfortable.
Okay.
You can tell that the pain isn't meant to be part of the punishment.
Okay.
Now, it's open. It's going to stay open until I feel you're starting to take our bargain seriously.
What do you mean keep it open?
See, like, he holds a mirror up and you can see the eye on the center of your forehead now, like, held open.
Why? Why do you do this? Don't you have other minions you can torment?
Oh, my other minions, as you say, happily abide by my rules, happily spread mischief in my name. It's just you that's the stick in the mud.
Yeah, I'm stubborn like that.
Stubborn like a horse. It's fine, I have time, I can break you.
can certainly try. You will not be pleased.
One of us will break sooner or later, but given your feelings for your friends, two of them in particular, and your admirable means to want to protect the weak, I think you'll find that you will snap, but before I. Now,
We will see.
he kind of looks over to the over to the corner. We have about a fraction of a second before everything that just transpired on the other side of that gateway clicks in everybody's head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you pop back over. Go join your friends.
There's something else you're plotting.
Oh,
There's something else.
I'm always plotting about 9 or 10 things.
What do you want with the different cities? What do you gain from the hag?
A business partner.
And Valanche?
What about Valanche? That was just a sow discourse.
To corrupt an entire city, then.
If that's
For
what were to happen, yes. Making another follower of Herona fall. And much like dominoes, you bird lovers topple over so easily. Your brothers did. I only had to whisper 3 words of power into their ears, promises, and they were so willing to stab you in the back.
I do not blame them for that.
You should. I didn't do anything to them. They said yes to me under their own power. I didn't even come to them as Herona.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Keep doing an insight check with a character that can't insight check. I prioritized other things with him. Oh goodness, okay. I have a die I specifically use every time I interact with Harok. Every time. Oh shit, okay. That's starting off good. +0. Okay, 18.
You look at him, and you have a feeling that it's not even a feeling. You know he's telling the truth.
What do you have against her aside from the obvious? What did she do to you to make you want to hurt her so bad?
And that's the thing with you humans, with you mortals, I should say. My apologies.
I'm not human.
You always look at things so black and white. She must have done something to me for me to hate her. She must have stopped my nefarious plans for world conquest or anything. Maybe I just don't like her. Maybe I'm bored. Hell, maybe I don't like birds.
Hate has to stem from something, though. Something has to trigger it.
Again, it's just morbid fun. Now we must say goodbye. I don't want everybody wandering on in here. Oh, by the way, before you start getting in your head that you can just speak the words to get back here, speeding cart, brick wall, if you try to, if you catch my drift. Now, off you pop, and he just pokes you right in like the center eye. And as he does, like that vision, your vision whites over once again.
He definitely opens up his mouth to try to say something.
Let him know to put the headset on.
Yeah, I just did. I put it in the chat.
All
if this works.
How dead are we?
Gilly, Azarin, and Tilt are still headset muted.
We're doing the group chat. Oh, everyone. Oh, damn.
We've been chatting, okay?
Holy
Look.
shit.
We were chatting while you guys were doing your thing.
I mean, that's fine, but I was like, holy shit, look at all the messages I missed. Jesus.
Yeah, I was showing off a dice bag that I just bought.
Tilt
Oh,
is
very nice.
Tilt is still muted.
Yeah.
Tilt. Did he walk away?
Possibly.
Boy.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
There we go. Trying to figure out the right button to unmute. My
Like,
apologies.
For Pete's
No,
sake,
I'm
I'm gonna
here.
have to call you.
No,
I
I
was-
out, I promise.
I was
You
just
literally-
about to send you a disappointed Senator Armstrong gif if you
No.
didn't
No.
unmute.
No,
As a
no.
tip, you don't have to undeafen, you just have to click the unmute button and it'll undeafen you.
Yeah.
No,
So-
yeah, no.
I was like, let's cover all the channels, see, make sure everyone.
She didn't answer her DMs. I refused to unmute.
Almost as quickly as he is gone, Kylus returns in the center of the teleportation circle.
How long has passed for them, by the way?
About 3 seconds.
Jesus. Oh. Okay.
Max draws his swords.
Kylus, you are on your knees like Terminator style. Like, Arnold Schwarzenegger just, hopping into the past.
Tyler, why are you naked?
Yeah, no.
I was also going to say, please tell me
Yeah,
Kylus is naked.
Kylus is still naked, armor and everything laid out next to him. Just appears
Oh.
like Terminator.
Oh, at least he put it off to side. Okay.
Just appears
Guys,
Terminator style,
I'm really sorry.
dripping
But
in
he's
Are you?
super hung.
dripping in sweat, and just like a look of just utter shock on his face.
What do they see on his face? Other than the shock.
If you
They see
look
it?
up, they don't see it unless you look at them, because your head is currently
Oh,
down
okay.
at the moment, and you're
Okay.
just like staring straight at the ground.
Yeah, he's probably taking a moment to catch his breath after all that.
Naked superhero pose. How quaint. I just wonder why he looks like he'll faint.
Kylus, I need you to talk to me.
I love how you wince every time I make a rhyme.
I was just gonna start moving towards him, kind of going into doctor mode, trying to figure out if everything's okay.
I'm
Kylus?
gonna hold out one of my swords to my side to just try and stop her. We don't know who this is yet.
And if he manages to hit me, I can take a hit or two. Moving around
Kylus?
the sword and keep moving forward.
Okay. Kylus, you can
Where
hear
are we?
your friends calling out to you, but it's sort of like
Mhm.
a faint echo as like your senses are slowly returning to you.
Oh, okay. I think he'll look up a little bit and just kind of look around confused. As you can see him kind of like adjusting his head and shaking. Kind of doing the whole like mop without actually doing it.
Yeah.
Asha will continue to approach, much like you approach like a wounded animal. She's going slow and trying to get his attention so she's not startling him.
Where are
Dad-
we?
Underground. We were about to drop the firebomb and come after you. What happened?
I'm
Are
gonna
you
look
okay?
up and just look around just to see if I'm truly back where I was.
And as you look up and you start looking around, those who are looking at Kylus now see the set like on the center of his forehead that eye wide open. And as it's open, it is moving around on its own.
Listen, I really need you to talk to me.
I don't know what he did.
He who? Are you right now?
Yes. Yes.
Are you
Are
sure?
you-
He's punishing me.
Can I make an insight check?
I don't think you really need to make one. I mean-
I only ask because I don't like Tokumi does not know Kylus as well as Sylvia and Asha do. So I don't know if technically Kylus's words would come off as sincere to Tokumi.
I think since you don't know her or don't know him, I don't think you really need to roll an insight. I think that's just played off as you're not really sure how to make heads or tails of the situation because you don't really know Kylus.
Okay, and I will out of character say I'm proceeding as if there is a danger level 3.
Asha will stop going slowly and she'll more quickly approach Kylus now, hearing him talk, and say that he's alright. Are you hurt anywhere? Do you need medical attention? Help with your clothing?
Eye opens up, bad things happen. Are you sure he's alright?
That's why I'm not sure.
Give it a minute.
As he'll then realize that he's naked. I don't know how to say this properly. So he's
Blunt.
aware that he's naked, and he's not like haha, I'm naked, but he's not like bashful about it either. It's almost like
It's
he's
a
not
state of being.
ashamed. It's kind of like he's not like, oh my god, there's women here. It's like, yeah, he wants to be modest, but at the same time it's like
It's a day that ends in white. I'm just naked.
Bigger problem.
yeah, kind of thing. It's just like, I don't know how to properly explain it, but yeah, it's the whole like he's okay that he's naked, but he's not like bashful or trying to like show off or anything. He's very much aware that he's naked now, and he's like, yeah, I think I would like to put my armor back on. Give me a
What?
moment.
You were only gone a few seconds. How'd you end up in this state?
Was not seconds where I was.
How long has it been for you?
How long did it feel when he did the whole thing? Was it just like several minutes, or did it feel like an hour? Oh, you're muted.
It was about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, cat on the
Oh
mute
god,
button.
Kylus got hit by the penance stare.
Thinks about it for a moment. Several minutes is not long at all, but longer than a few seconds.
Do we go after him, or do we need to still go back to the lunch and regroup?
No, don't go after him. He put up a failsafe. If we try to teleport in, it's not going to be good.
All right.
Let's just blow up this place and go. I need to do an assessment with myself and figure out what happened. I don't even know. Just forced this.
So we're okay with the hag living in the Black Pyramid now?
We don't have much of a choice.
I'm not sure that's where she went. That's just where the Jinn went. We don't know where she went. I'm not okay with her moving shop and going somewhere else to do this all over again. But there's not really much we can do about it right now.
I'll put it on the list.
To be fair, our job was to get her away from Valenche. I'm willing to consider this a success.
To be
We
fair,
have
she's probably out
different
there
priorities at
terrorizing
the
new
moment.
people.
We'll deal with that later. That is not our
Mhm.
immediate concern.
I think at this point, Kylus is not struggling, but feeling a little fatigued, kind of getting to his feet completely as he grabs his armor and just kind of turns his back to everyone as he starts getting dressed. It's gonna take him a bit. Heavy armor. It's gonna take a little bit. But yeah, he's gonna just listen while everyone's talking right now as he gets dressed.
Max is gonna send
by the way,
his
he's
swords
ripped.
away.
He's
I was about to say, does the face match the rest of the body? He has hot boy face. Does he have hot boy body?
He's buff, but he's not like,
I was trying to
you know,
resist.
like the Rock buff or anything like that. He's more like I don't know, Sam Worthington buff. It's like he's definitely got muscle tonage. He definitely has like a 6-pack. Again, he's not like ripped and shredded, but he's like he has to wear heavy armor and wield
He swings a sword for an occupation.
He's
What I'm
gotta
hearing,
be strong.
Okay, so
what I'm hearing, he is Korean
So
pretty
more
boy buff.
more
I had-
Roman Reigns than John Cena.
There you go.
I had
And you
I
see a
had
lot
to
more
look
of
up.
his Eric Ganassi like tattoos and stuff on him.
I
too.
had to look up who Sam Worthington was
Oh,
because
Avatar.
the only Worthington I know is Cal Worthington, and that is
Oh.
definitely not somebody who's ripped.
No, Avatar.
Yeah.
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 It's like where he's
Yeah,
got
that's
like
a-
the
that's a
muscle
thing that
mass, but
people
he's not
remember.
bulky. He's more on the slender or the toned.
Gotcha.
Lean muscle.
side.
Lean muscle.
In between, yeah, ish.
For a guy.
Acceptably bulky.
Mm-hmm.
That was
The
just the first
fun
guy I could think of off the top of my head because I was like, well, not quite Gerard Butler. He's a bit wider, but I was. But yeah.
Anyway,
I'm gonna resist the rest of my
Anyway.
questions. It's okay. I'll ask you in privately.
Oh, what did you ask? I'm sorry.
No, I said I'm gonna resist the rest of my questions because they're not appropriate.
Oh, resist. Okay.
Damn.
anyways,
You see her slowly
I
want
will
to reach out and
DMs.
touch, and she's like, ah.
Yeah, you were saying, excuse me?
Max is just gonna send his swords away, and he's gonna grab the box and start getting ready to throw the decanter of kill everything in a 10-mile radius.
Okay.
So we're gonna teleport to Valanche. We're still gonna do the Eastern Gate.
Sounds like a plan. to me.
Whatever you want.
Are we not gonna blow up this teleportation circle? It's still here. Can be
Oh.
used.
We are. We just need to make sure everything is all right before we move on.
Well, there's nothing left down here of any use. So climb out and drop the bomb.
We're just going to teleport out, and we're going to throw the bomb and then teleport. That was the plan.
Yeah. We now know it works. We don't have to do any time to test. I think we just... Whoever has the best arm can throw it. While we speak. Out east gate of Valanche, correct?
And the teleportation circle is still working.
So when you say East Gate of Valanche, you and Kylus are
Are we all
standing
the-
on. You and Kylus are standing
Oh,
on
we
the
were.
teleportation circle as the two of them wink out.
Jesus.
As there is now one charge
true.
left.
We
There's
were still
now
on it.
one
That's true.
charge.
I forgot we
left
were on it.
the
That's not bad.
teleportation circle.
Sorry,
But
guys.
did we teleport? I know we have no way to communicate, but did we teleport?
You appear
We teleported.
right as rain outside the East Gate
Oh,
of Valanche.
God.
Okay.
How much of his armor was he able to actually put on?
He got it all on.
True, true.
If not, he was
Okay.
holding it. So if anything, it's like mid. Put the shirt on. Go
Suddenly all the women are
That's
coming
not
out of their
funny.
houses outside of Valanche. They're gathering around.
Why am I so popular all of a sudden?
All right. Let's try to avoid doing that again. We have one shot at this. I'm going to stand at the edge of the circle so I can throw the thing. When it is out of my hands, somebody say the place. I don't care which one of you does it.
Okay, you throw it, I'll say it.
Ron will just walk onto the teleportation circle as that goes on.
Okay.
Oh, all right. I carefully open the box and withdraw the crystal decanter.
All right. Not even gonna make you roll because it's just literally throwing a decanter. Not much strength is required to do that. Drunk people do it all the time. So you just take it and you huck it across the way toward, like, across the gap. And you see it clears the gap and is headed towards where the butterfly person was recently stationed. And Sylvia, you see it leave his hand, or and just begin to fly across the gap.
Once it's out of the radius of the teleportation circle, I will say East Gate, Valanche. I don't want to say it while it's still within the radius of the teleportation circle.
Okay.
Because I don't want to teleport it with us. That
Good
would
thinking.
be bad.
Good thinking. Because that's
Thank
what would have happened if you did that.
Oh my,
no. So
It's fine. We created Valanche. We can uncreate it.
yeah,
It's all right.
you wait till it like
Change this world.
it's safely out of the area. You probably figure, let it get halfway across the gap before you speak the words. But you speak the words, teleportation circle lights up underneath you. Blinding white light fills everybody's eyes. And when the sight returns to you, you're standing next to Kylus and Asha outside the east gate of Valanche.
It worked.
And about a second
see-
later,
I was gonna say, do we see like a plume of fire coming from that area?
as a second later, there is a low rumbling explosion off in the distance. As all of you see this large, like, sound wave beginning to, like, travel through the sand, headed towards Valanche and in all directions. I need everybody to give me acrobatics or athletics checks.
You're all around me, so.
Oh, by the way, no.
It's
By the way,
+4.
disadvantage for everybody on this.
Oh.
Oh my.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was it again? It was the rolls. Sorry.
Acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Acrobatic or athletics. Okay, so it's still a +4 for everyone.
Acrobatics or athletics. Okay. At disadvantage.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, that's saving throw, not ability. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I kept thinking saving throw.
All right, Toki, what'd you get?
17.
Sylvia.
I rolled double nat 20s for 27.
Nice. That's been happening a
Asha.
lot lately. I got a athletics of 19.
Rom.
I would have been great if it was a disadvantage, but that is unfortunately going to be a 12.
Max.
14.
And Kalis.
Dirty 20.
30-20. All right, nothing bad happens to Realm or Max, as you're just kind of like knocked off your feet and you just get put on your butts from the shockwave.
There's like an earthquake that happened.
Yeah, it was just a little earthquake. And then a moment later, there is a blinding flash off in the distance as a large explosion rips out of the sands itself.
As someone who studied
As
physics,
this,
we see the flash first before the explosion.
not this time, you don't. As this explosion goes off, the flash remains, And it
Oh god.
takes a moment for you to realize what is going on. As where this location was of these ruins of this quote unquote butthole in the sand were is now a large, enormous range of glass.
Oh,
Glass.
Yeah, you heat up
As
Flash fire.
sand and turns to glass.
this goes off, this
Oh,
explosion,
yeah, right.
that storm, that ever whirling, ever present sandstorm around you is wiped off the map.
I am going to stomp so fast into Verventrix's store.
Okay. As like you see this happening, you start stomping over to prevent this place.
Like I'm going full Vince McMahon at the Royal Rumble 2008. Just
Like the
Do
wide
I need-
walk stomp.
Do I need to make you roll a save versus tearing both your quads?
Yes.
no, I'm in much better shape than he is.
This is true. So you Vince McMahon angry walk, into Verventrix's shop. And again, he's sitting there and he's just enjoying a cup of tea. So I would assume that the experiment was a success.
What the fuck was? Yes, sure, fine. Your experiment was a success. Did you? That is a lot more than we discussed.
Well, I did tell you that we happened to capture a piece of a star that was in the process of going nova. I couldn't specifically identify its destructive properties. I just knew it was going to be destructive on a grand scale.
It created a glass mountain range.
Now that you mention it, that does make sense. The superheated sands of the desert combined with the explosion, glass mountain range, yes.
You aren't entirely too calm about this.
I am a man of science.
If you have anything else like that in this shop, report it to the guard immediately.
Oh no, that was my only one for now.
There's no for now. This is your only one.
That's not the deal that I made, but if you think it's for the best, I will take it under consideration.
If there's another one of these anywhere near this city, your life is forfeit.
If I were to ever bring one of these into the city, I now know to put it in more of a secure container than a wooden box.
I'm just gonna slowly back to the door.
Thank you for your contributions to science.
Fuck off! And then slam the door behind me.
So as Max went stomping off to Verventrix's shop, the rest of you begin to see everybody in Valanche sort of leave their homes and come to like the eastern gate to now stare at a massive mountain range made completely of glass, and then this enormous black pyramid.
So we just killed this desert, right?
What's that?
We just killed this desert.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somewhere
Like,
a
so
chill
how,
somewhere across the seas, a chill runs down a circle of fire druid spine.
so is this just a blasted glass plain, or is it like a real like range of mountainous glass?
It's mountainous glass.
And like easily visible from Valanche?
Blindingly so, yes.
Yeah, we got a tourist attraction.
Just don't look to the east, during,
Ever?
certain hours of the day, or you will go away.
Yeah.
Do we have to worry about like the mountain range, like magnifying glassing Valanche?
You don't know?
There are going to be some really pretty prisms during sunrise and sunset, though.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. That's gonna be dangerous in the sunrises, right?
People have to take precautions, but there's not much we can do about it now. It'll be pretty though. Good way to get visitors up here.
Hmm. One of my
I
cousins
was
used
just
to
staring at the
burn.
pyramid.
One of my cousins used to burn ants with a magnifying glass. It's not pretty. Like, are we sure that's not gonna happen to Valanche?
Let's just hope we're far enough away and there's enough distortion in that mountain range to not do that. Because usually that's a focused light beam, not a mountain range. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Hylas, are you alright?
Hmm?
You're
Yes.
stick.
Yeah, I just don't feel good about what happened. Like I said, I don't know what happened, and I just know he made things worse. What level that is, I'm not sure. As he's like very self-conscious of the eye, as he's kind of got that swoop that kind of covers it anyway, but he's like much more conscious.
Is he
about
adjusting it constantly?
He's like. I mean, his hair's kind of like I mean, because of that is why he's got the slight emo like kind of hairstyle because of it. So it covers most of it anyway, but still he kind of like pushes it over a bit. He's like,
Wait, if you're that worried about what happened, we can try and... There are some mages that specialize in memory recalls. We can try and find one, but I'm not really sure you want one going through your head.
It's not a memory issue. I was conscious and aware of what was happening. It's just he did his own thing. I just don't know what it was. He basically imbued more of his power into the eye, and I don't know what the results are from that.
Why? Say it. Say why. Make it rhyme.
Do you say that in character?
Yes. You just see wrong. He doesn't verbalize it, but he's like holding his fist, like do it. And when you don't say why instead, he just looks mightily disappointed.
I'm confused. Do you know that, Jin?
Yes. We certainly talked like we knew each other the first time. Well, not the first time, the second time, I suppose, when you all encountered him.
Well,
Yeah, you did.
infernals tend to be friendly when they're not trying to kill you outright.
Well, he might as well have. He does have my soul, technically.
Oh, that's not good.
No. No, it's not. Why your magic affects me, Asha.
Makes a lot more sense.
I'm not undead in the sense to where I am some form of zombie or death knight or anything of the sort. I am but an echo of my former self. But again, of certain magics, as I now realize, will affect me. Not all, but some.
Well, I mean, we can... I have a few spells I can now prepare on a regular basis to try and help you.
I'm sorry to be an inconvenience.
It's not an inconvenience.
You're gonna have to make sure you don't
Yes, it's-
die.
The funny thing, I technically can die, but can't. It's a weird complication. I can still technically die, but if I die for good, it just means my soul lives on eternity in his grasp. So I am able to come back within this shell and continue until I can reclaim it.
Well, we will, hopefully one day have the power to reclaim that.
That is the
Fortunately, I
goal.
don't think we're there now. But when the day comes,
Unfortunately, no.
when the day comes that you wish to attempt, I will go with you.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's already been 5 years. What's a few more? I'm working on it. At least trying.
If there's any way I can assist you, just let me know. In the meantime, I will work on some spells.
Thank you. And, if you happen to come across anything under the name Harok, just let me know.
Rock.
And he's not so nice that I feel like a djinn is too kind for him.
When you say that,
Give me a sec. Wait, you said you said his name to everyone?
I did.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
when you go to say his name, your mouth sort of fills up with the blood and just like starts like to pool out of your mouth, as his name is technically censored from everyone.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay, so we
I was
don't,
just gonna rush
don't
forward.
hear the name, but
So
we
I
see
just
blood
say words
gushing
and
out
it
of his mouth.
gargles and then...
Blood.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
Asha's gonna immediately run forward with a healing word, like grabbing him and like trying to heal Kylus. I know it's
I
probably
don't
not
think
to
he
do
even
anything,
realizes
but
it until he feels it dripping, and then he's like, the fuck? Like, he didn't even realize that the word didn't come out properly.
we have to get you to the med bay. You might have internal wounds. We have to take you. We have to go now. So, like trying to drag him back towards the medical way.
Can I do a check to see if I can figure out, like, that's what triggered it? Was me saying a name?
You somehow know that's the case.
Okay. It's not internal bleeding, but I appreciate it. Well, I'd write it out, but I feel like it would have the same effect. Plus, my wrist may break when I write it, so... For now, it's
Back
still
when
my
you-
secret.
Do what?
When I say his name. Clearly, he's having fun.
What a joy.
While
As
all
I
this is
said.
happening, you can see that Rome is looking at you with great interest, to say the least.
Staring at me now, I feel naked. God, stop it. Damn bard.
Did you actually say that out loud or
No.
no?
No. He might clock it though and be like, the fuck? Anyway,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm trying to rhyme and it's not coming to me, so I'm not going to here, but this would be in some form of a rhyme. Where Realm here would definitely say something along the lines of, you know, that if only Kalis could see past his prejudice for race, he might see that they're not that different, him and I. And then just kind of turn away and just pretend to like pull out a book or fiddle with his fiddle or something like that with his instrument. But yeah, it's just this little mumbling. I don't know if you hear it or not, but yeah.
His passive is really low.
What's your passive perception?
10.
I think 10, you'd still be able to catch it.
You stand pretty close.
I mean, wisdom's my dump stat, so. And yet I keep doing wisdom things.
Yep.
Love it. Love it.
Actually, I do a lot of wisdom and intelligent things, and intelligence is my second worst stat.
It's funny.
Yeah, I think he'll hear it and just kind of he'll get irritated, but he'll keep his mouth shut.
Good enough.
You have nothing nice to say.
I mean, let's be real, he hasn't had anything nice to say about Realm since the very beginning, which is understandable. But I'm just saying, this ain't new.
Look, it's hard to play a paladin when I've played so many characters that are just like, oh, love and peace with all races. And I'm like, fuck, I can't do that with this.
Nope, which is fine, but yo.
It's hard playing a paladin sometimes.
This is basically the equivalent of Pot. Nice to meet you. My name's Kettle, and we're both Crimson.
Yeah.
In one way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So he, I think at that point, Kylis is gonna excuse himself. And are we outside, or did we follow to the Ventrix's place?
I think nobody said that they followed Max's angry walk, so I figure that you guys are still having a conversation outside the
East
gate,
Gate.
and then
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
why I said we were.
looking at the giant mountain range of glass, or in Kylis's state, staring at the Black Pyramid.
Okay. Yeah, I think at that point he'll excuse himself and kind of walk on the outside still of the gate. He's not like walking away or anything. He's just kind of skirting it just to kind of just start walking.
Sylvia follows him.
Ram just kind of like crosses his hands behind his head like this, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of walks on behind them, just
Oh my god.
holding the neutral pose. Pause. What?
I was just like, no one ever lets my characters be alone. Let me see something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think after a while he'll just kind of stop and just kind of do the whole like, what?
She's not trying to hide that she's following him either.
No, but he's not there.
Virgin, do the walls of
Probably-
Valanche have ramparts, or are they just like flat walls?
Nope, they have ramparts.
Okay, so are they for the city guard only, or
Yes, they are for guards
protectors?
only. They are. It is not meant for civilians.
Technically, are we still civilians?
Yes, you are. You are not the city guard. There's actually a city guard now, and it's run by a bear.
I'm gonna go look for said bear.
I mean, as Rom starts to walk after Sylvia and Kylis, Asha would speak up and be like, Rom, let them go ahead. Sylvia's been awfully quiet. I think she wants to have a word with him.
Ram kind of looks back at you and kind of just like turns, cranes his neck, puts his like finger to like his cheek, almost like he's thinking about it for a minute, and his eyes have that like slight just like flare of light for a sec, and he kind of grins and he says, "Oh, very well. But then for entertainment and company, I guess it'll be just you and me, huh?
And as you say that, Realm,
Mm-hmm.
your eyes catch something behind Asha.
Okay.
As for the first time, you see Brick and Brack's Rack Attack.
And what's that?
That is the local tavern.
And
Oh
barbecue.
my!
And barbecue.
And barbecue.
Now
And
it
barbecue.
seems like we're
Bar and grill.
Bar and grill. It specifically says, bring back Rack Attack Bar and Grill.
Asha's
Yeah,
response would be,
about-
very well, if you want company, I can keep you company.
I was gonna say at about this time, I think Max would wander back over.
well onward to
Oh
the
my God.
tavern. Then I promise you won't lack for entertainment. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, good. You're crawling back inside your bottle. Got it.
Oh, I wish, but no. I think actual proper culture and entertainment is on the menu, provided they have a bard or two.
Oh, good. I'm going to go get a bath.
Meet us down at the bar afterwards.
Hmm.
He gives you that little, like, I'm trying to smile, but this is painful look.
She's like, don't let me in love with him.
Ram has a
Insight check.
smile. Okay, go ahead. Ram has a smile so wide you can see the canines sticking out of his mouth.
You know, I think maybe tonight is a good night to stay in and study. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll meet you later at the healer's hall. And Max is gonna wander off.
Get a glare back. Oh, fine, just abandon us again.
Don't be too late. We're gonna have a ball.
My God, this. Still the first day, so yeah, I guess.
Low blow, low blow. She did it on purpose.
Actually, it's the very end of that day. Yeah.
This is all the same day.
Yeah.
It's been a
true.
long day.
That's been a long
Very
ass
long
day.
day.
Holy hell, that's been a long
Jesus
ass day.
Christ.
Asha will head to the tavern to get a drink. It has been a long ass
Yeah.
day, as everyone pointed out.
Off to the tavern we go.
I guess the Breckenbrax is probably the only place to actually get a bath in this place, isn't it?
No, if you have
Your house.
if you have a house or something like that, you can take a bath there. But somebody gave their house away to a bear.
Yeah.
Do
So,
you-
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Asha's
darn.
always
He
made
gave
everyone
He
welcome
gave a
at her
house
place.
to his best friend in the whole world. Oh darn!
Aww.
Oh, what a shitty fucking thing to do, ass.
Come on.
Asha's always made it clear that anyone can use her house as they need to.
I'm not your
so-
best friend.
You don't
Wait.
have a bath at your house?
Asha has a nice house, okay?
I'm talking about Max.
I don't, even-
No.
I don't actually think Max's house has like a bath.
That's poor management.
Asha's does. You can go use hers.
Yeah, it just feels weird to be at her place without her being there.
So, Rojan, how long did it
That's a
take
you problem?
Tokumi to find Boris?
You find him. He's just like walking about the streets.
Hello. I need a favor.
Everybody in their favorites. What is it this time?
I need to be deputized, at least temporarily,
Why?
because I can't go up on the ramparts unless I'm part of the city watch. Duh.
Why do you want on the ramparts?
To make sure nothing happens with the giant glass mountain that sudden appeared all of a sudden.
You got guards for that already.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not hiring any more temporary guards. I tried to
I'm not
deputize. I tried
I'm
to
not asking
deputize
you to be
Brick and
hired.
Brack, and well, then
why
I didn't
would
need
you
them.
do that?
And then now they're really angry because they can't wear these dumb hats that they found.
I don't need a hat. I don't need payment. I just need permission to be on the rampart.
You don't need to be. We got guards for it. He kind of points out like some of like the people who have like finally settled down in Valanche, walking the battlements. We got people for it. Anything happens with the weird glass mountain, or a dragon comes swooping in, or I don't know, another butthole in the sand forms, we'll know.
And they're prepared for that.
They're guards. They're prepared to catch sight of what's going on and then ring that bell and let the rest of us know and act accordingly.
She just walks away and she's going to start looking for Ventrix.
Okay.
And she does sigh heavily. And I don't know if she's ever been to his house. She's just going to look and see if anyone knows where he is. So I don't know how long it's going to take. Tell me.
All right, I'll let you know. So as you are talking with Boris and then going to find Verventrix, 2 other people are going to the rack attack. Max is going to find a bath. That leaves Sylvia and Kylus alone.
Did you need something? I don't mind the company, but I was just going to leave everyone alone while I figure things out.
I just wanted to keep an eye on you, just in case anything else happened.
He'll kind of give her a little smile. He'll say, "I'm sorry if I worried you. I'm sorry if you don't trust me either. I don't blame you."
You did worry me, and I do trust you. Even if there's something else going on. You know, I've kind of been in a similar position myself. I still trust you. Even if somebody else is pulling your strings, not that I'm saying they are, but if somebody was in that position, I still know it's you in there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I just want to make sure you're okay. As
Truthfully,
okay as
no.
you can be.
No. I'm honestly not. It's, you know, I avoid people on purpose because of, well, this mostly.
I
When
do.
I'm around people, bad things happen. It happened regardless, but it amplified since.
And you know that I am with Asha on this particular issue.
Of course you are.
Bad things happen to people all the time. It's just chance. It happens. It doesn't happen.
It happens all the time with me.
Well, that's a choice that somebody else is making. It's not just you having this aura of bad luck. That's not a thing, Kylus. If bad things around you are happening around you, it's because somebody's making them happen.
See, the thing is, before, I was fine with it. I always tried to take a negative and turn that into a positive, and still very much trying to do that. The problem is this time, me wanting to protect and do what I think is right, not because of my order, not because of Herona, because what I think is right and want to protect. Someone is trying to force an ultimatum on me. Do this or they die. I don't like that. I know everyone says everyone has a choice, but this particular choice has always angered me.
But not anyone really enjoys being forced into doing something, especially if it's something that they didn't want to do to begin with. So I think that's a reasonable reaction. I don't really understand what's happening to you, or who this guy is that we've now encountered twice. It seems quite powerful. But I do know that you've got a lot of people around you that are willing to help you fight against it.
As long as Max is willing to help me fight it before just instantly putting a sword through my throat.
That is a possibility, I think.
Sounds awfully eager.
I think he's just very cautious.
Yeah. Just want you all to know, no matter what happens, I am always trying to fight it, even if my body doesn't show it. You know me better than that. I would rather die than harm or kill any of you. Realm I'm still thinking about, but everyone else.
Just make sure you ask for help when you need it. Too
I'll
many
certainly
people
try.
don't.
Funny, I tried asking for help earlier and my mouth was full of blood. But I'll find ways around it.
We'll work on
I'm
that.
not giving up. I'm not giving up. It's just a matter of time. Just have to be cautious until then. So, whatever happens going forward, at least until this can close back up, I do apologize. Whatever happens.
I don't think you have anything to apologize for.
Well, because Sylvia's very short, right?
Yes.
And he's very tall, so he'll get down on one knee and he'll smile and say, it's gonna sound kind of cheesy, but can I get a hug?
Of course. And she'll just wrap her arms around him.
He'll just gently hug her. And after kind of just holding you for just a few moments, he'll finally release you. And he's always very gentle. Part of it is because he knows that you're just so tiny by comparison, and just there's definitely hesitation in it too, almost like he feels like something bad could happen if he's not careful. And once he releases you, he'll still have that smile. Just gonna go for a walk for now. If you want to join me, I would like the company. You don't have to walk behind me.
I do want to join you, yeah.
Okay. He'll stand back up.
And as they start to walk, if he allows it, she'll actually hold his hand while they're walking.
Surprised at first. If you like go to grab his hand, he'll be like kind of surprised, and then he'll just kind of chuckle to himself, and he'll squeeze and walk with you. Looks probably very weird, very tiny, very tall, proportional wise. How tall is she?
I want to say 5'2", if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 5'2".
Okay, it's not terrible. He's
5'2" and weighs 82 pounds.
Jesus criminy.
Bird.
Bird problems.
Hollow
Bird.
bird bones.
Yep. Bird.
She is
The
a bird.
old big and small.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 6'3", And because of the muscle mass, he's probably closer to like, he's a little over 200 pounds. So yeah, that's like small, skinny bird, and then heavy, tall.
Anyone that's like handled little birds in real life knows how fragile they feel. I imagine that's how Sylvia feels as well. Even though she's got like a lot of muscle for what she is,
Yeah,
she's still a little bird person.
still hollow bones. Yeah.
Well, except for that one hand.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fair.
true. Because
That is
that's not a bird hand.
That's just an undead hand.
You don't want to get punched by that hand.
All right. So I think before we continue on any further, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break here to get up, stretch your legs, and all that fun stuff. So we will be right back.
he's found research
And
on that.
we are back.
Well, there we go.
Yep.
We'll stop talking Star Wars now. Got it.
That's tomorrow's game.
Look,
Nerds.
Well, I was trying to prep while
Fucking-
we had time. Duh.
Fucking nerds.
Nerd.
Yes, we are.
I have my DM and another player in the same campaign at the same table, so I might as well ask questions. Yo.
I'm calling you all
There you
fucking
go.
nerds where I've got his lightsaber in the background.
look,
Two
Look,
lightsabers
yeah.
in the background.
We had a
No
Star Wars themed
leg
wedding.
to stand
so yeah.
on here.
Star Wars themed wedding, and one of my wedding gifts was lightsabers. So yeah,
God, you bunch of fucking nerds.
we love it.
Please, did you not just post a picture of you in a tricorn hat, a doublet, and fucking wrist guards?
True.
I think it's well established
And
for
I
all
looked
nerds here.
You're
Very
also a
true.
nerd.
So, as Kylus and Sylvia enjoy their
Moonlight walk.
moonlight,
They're holding hands.
yeah, it'd be
I mean,
moonlight.
it's evening at this
Yeah.
point. We got there in the evening.
Yeah,
So, and
your
only a few minutes has passed.
your moonlight walk. Toki, you find Verventrix's shop wide open,
Like door open
Yeah.
or
door open, lights on, everything.
hello?
As you just hear him call out, "Why are you knocking? The door's open."
Okay, I didn't know shops usually leave their doors wide open.
Well, I'm open. Is it not the custom to leave your door open when you're open?
I lived in a monastery for the most of my life. I am not sure about societal customs 100%.
Ah, well, in Kami Raska, we leave our doors open when our shops are open. So, yes, if you see the door open, I am here.
Okay. I
As he
noticed I
sets
really
down
noticed
like
the
another cup of tea. So, what can I help you with today?
So I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a mountain of glass to the east now.
Oh yeah, Max was telling me about it.
Yeah. I have concerns about what happens when the sun either rises or sets behind it. I've seen what spyglasses do when
Well-
sun shines through it.
Given the structure of the range, I don't think we'd have to worry too much about us being superheated and burned like a pile of ants. But I guess we're gonna have to wait until tomorrow to see what happens when the sun's behind it.
Isn't very confused why there's this nonchalant attitude about something that's potentially very dangerous.
The world is potentially very dangerous. Have you seen dragons?
Okay.
My dear, in my very long life, I have quickly learned that this world teeters on the brink of destruction from hundreds of scenarios each day. Gods trying to overthrow other gods, Archfey trying to become new gods, time itself being reset over and over and over. A bear randomly touching an orb of destruction.
That's mean, sir. That's too
Low
soon.
blow, man.
Too
Low
soon.
blow.
That wound is not closed, sir. That
That's a
wound
lower
is
blow
not
than what I just
closed.
did to Max.
Pretty
Wow.
good better.
Damn.
There
Yeah, need
are
room for 5 at the burn unit.
there
Well, not the
are,
burn unit, but, you know.
as I said, hundreds of scenarios each day where the fate of the world, the fate of peoples, the fate of a city, the fate of an individual is at risk. If we worried about all of those, we'd worry ourselves into the grave.
I'm not worried about things I don't have any recollection or any immediate concern about. I do have an immediate concern about the safety of these people and the giant mountain of glass that may burn this place to ash.
Well, given the time frame of when the sun is due to rise and due to set, I could say for a definite certain that we have time either to prepare or to study. We simply must wait and see what happens.
And is there anything that you know of or can do that might help lessen the potential danger for the town? I know artificers can do some amazing things.
I was threatened not to bring explosives into the city, so I cannot bring explosives into the city.
Why would you need explosives?
Well, if one is concerned that a giant pane of glass may be a danger to them or may burn down their home or their shop, the best thing to do would be to break said glass. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, does it have to be an explosive?
Well, we know not the density or the strength of these glass mountains, so it's always best to go a little above and beyond it. I'd say no less than at least 6 sticks of dynamite.
I have no inkling how strong a stick of dynamite is. Is it safer than the thing you gave Max?
Oh, gods, no.
It's not safer than the thing you gave Max?
Oh, no, not at all. It is a very, very volatile substance. Much like what the thing that I gave Max.
Okay, well then let's not use that. That was excessive. Do you have
But it got
anything
the
that
job done.
I guess I can't argue with that. Is there anything that you know of that is less aggressive?
Less aggressive at breaking mountains in glass?
Well, I mean, you had mentioned we don't know how strong the glass mountain is. Is it possible to at least break portions of it that would make it less dangerous and not rain glass debris on Avalanche?
Well, possibly. Nothing I have here could be less dangerous. Lest you suggest we grab a bunch of hammers and go try to break the mountain.
I mean,
And only breaking small pieces of the mountain may cause trouble for us. It may be disconcerting, but best thing we can do is just wait and see what happens. Who knows? Maybe the most eventful thing that happens is we are covered in a ton of prisms for an hour or so.
do you have anything that can shield one's eyes, or perhaps a portable pane of stained glass or something?
No, I'm afraid I don't. Everything I have in here is designed for warfare and warfare adjacent.
So you're one of those artificers. Oh, that's fine.
I'm not sure what you mean by those artificers. That is all of us. We are we are war scholars. Everything that we build, everything that we do is either to aid companions in battle or make battle go faster.
I've heard tales of artificers that build great machineries that really aren't for war, more of societal boons.
Waste of talent.
Why would helping your people be a waste of talent if it's not for war?
Our talents are meant for war. We were designed for war. History is full of war. Those who have the talent to make great things and decide that it's best to coddle society and improve life for those who can't improve themselves, it's a wasted effort. In Kami Raska, we are very survival of the fittest. Those who are meant to aspire, aspire. Those who are meant to perish, perish.
I see. Well, I don't fully disagree with what you're saying, but just because one is apt to be prone for war or born and bred to be a warrior doesn't necessarily mean they should live their life as one.
I can say without a shadow of a doubt that kind of thinking would be very popular in Kami Raska. But thankfully, we are in a land where opposing viewpoints can be shared without the threat of jail or execution.
I will have to make note not to visit Kami Raska. Thank you. And she leaves.
Okay.
She's gonna go to Asha's house just because she wants to go someplace where she can access her door.
Those doors do not work. Those doors are temporarily shut down because I need to unbreak them. So, yeah. So you pretty much are, because I gave it to him, like, yeah, this is a cool thing. I'm like, holy fuck, this stops any sort of camp encounter or story progression. So
okay,
I'm trying to rework
I
it.
feel like we have every episode we talk about this.
We
Yeah.
do.
Because everyone's like, oh shit, let's
I
use
want
the
to use
doors.
the door. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. Out of order
need,
sign hanging from the door handle.
I need the box of colding.
You got it. The box of colding's at Asha's place.
Oh, okay.
He didn't
All
give
right,
us our
well
stuff
then-
out of there.
Yeah, you got your stuff out of there. I'm not going to be a jackass and be like, nope, you can't get it until I rework it.
I gotta ask, sir. I don't know how deep the hole goes when you make these decisions. I have to ask. I can't just assume shit.
Idea for a cursed item, though. Make them think it's something they can access all the time, so they put all their stuff in it and then take access away.
Yeah, I would not be opposed to doing some fuckery like that. So I can't assume he
Who's
wouldn't.
to say that isn't in the game?
Exactly. I mean, we still haven't run across the Mimic House yet.
Who's to say that's not what we have?
Who's to say it's in this game? It could be in a different game.
Again, like I said, we still haven't run across the Mimic House yet, but we know it exists, and I'm terrified.
Something counterfeit bags of holding. I mean,
yeah.
That was a
What you're talking about, it's fine.
yeah, but
Is Asha's house open to us that we can easily, freely access it, or do we have to find Asha to get to it?
Depends if Asha locks the door or not.
I would go and see if the door is locked.
All right, so you're gonna head over to Asha's place.
Yep.
All right, so you're heading on their nighttime excursion. Max, are you going to the rack attack to get a room so you could take that bath, or are you going to impose on Boris, or what are you doing?
He's just going to go to the healer's hall and he's gonna basically set up like he's fully intending to study medicine, and then is just going to fall asleep at a desk.
Okay. Ah, the old college try. Got it.
Yep.
All right. So while that's going on,
The old college exam prep.
we go to the rack attack, where Asha and Realm set foot in, and it's a bit of a full house tonight. There are a couple bards that are switching off playing on stage. Meat being served all over the place. Various
Meat.
forms of meat.
Meat.
You see
I
others
hear the
of
fundamental.
bread and soups and everything just being poured out. And Asha, everything smells amazing. You did remember that tonight was a setup for as a celebration, as to get everybody excited for now living in Valanche. So you assume that anybody who's anybody is already here.
Oh, it's gonna be time for some fun and games.
You play fun and games. Keep it PG. This is a celebration.
Oh, I'm sure you'll enjoy. Don't be coy.
Just mean don't be too harsh on people.
Oh, please. It's me. I'll keep it dandy.
You say that like we've known you for very long and we know what that means.
The fun is in the surprise.
And an individual like in a just like what looks to be just a very overly sized t-shirt with like really bad handwriting that says Brick and Brack's Rack Attack on it, walks over to you, Asha, and hands you 2 large like steins of alcohol from the bosses. And like you're just holding these large steins, and Brick and Brack give you a wave.
She'll raise one and kind of like a wave salute thing, as she does with her hands full, and then she kind of nods over towards Rom like he needs them too. And she's keeping those for herself. She's not sharing those.
Of course not. What would expect?
It's been a long day, okay?
Yeah, true. Also, they intended that both of them go to you. So
Oh, perfect.
remember, they
Yeah,
always
you-
give people too much alcohol.
Yeah.
Realm, it doesn't take long for that competitive itch to start setting in.
Oh, it's time.
Like you can hear the fiddle calling to you.
Time for some rock and roll. Well, not that this exists here, but you know.
Asha is going
And
down
so-
one of those drinks, then slowly drink the other one.
I could play a mean hurdy-gurdy. I'm just saying, that's rock and roll.
Time to invent rock and roll.
I mean, it takes the DM to do that because the rock first has to fall, and then it's about whether or not you roll out of the way or everyone dies. But that being said, time for me to earn my
And he's
bread.
gonna, DM's going to remember this.
You're right. We're gonna, on those words, we are going to walk up to whatever stage or area there is or whatever. And I don't even care if somebody's already playing. He's just gonna kind of walk up towards the stage, holding a bag full of what you can only assume are gold pieces.
Okay. And
And
as you walk up to the stage, the bard up there sees you walking up, giving you like a very confused look, but then he sees that you pull out a bag of coins, and he sort of stops and like tilts his head. He's like, I normally don't take requests. But if you're paying.
And when he says that, Rom's smile gets wider, and he simply says, "Oh, 'tis no request, merely a simple contest as we pull out the fiddle, the golden fiddle." And we look up to him and we say, "To the winner goes the gold."
Oh god, he's pulling a Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh no, we're flat out. This is flat out.
Is he, as the bard, not being able to resist the large sack of coins that you pulled out, nods as he gets ready as well with his loot. So
Be careful in honesty, I must tell you.
The way that we are going to do this
Oh, yep.
is we are going to make 3 separate performance rolls.
Okay. Very good.
All right.
I'm reading something.
He got a 16, a 14, and a 12.
Oh my. Alright, I apologize for this. So, first one, we match him with a 16 of our own.
Okay, meets it, beats it.
The second one is a 27.
Right. Okay.
Oh, damn.
And the final one is a 14. My dice will ruin this.
Okay. So you won 2
Like
out
I
of the
said-
3.
Yeah, before rolling, though, I do want to say one thing. I would have said, in all honesty, though, to the loser goes the misfortune of losing their muse.
He'd
I
still
would have
play
said
because
that.
it's a very
Nope.
cryptic thing to say to somebody. So
Oh, I know, but
he probably
you know,
he probably takes it as, it's humiliation.
No, we're a little
But
bit of a devil
as-
here, but yes,
As you begin to play, the both of you, those in the audience are really enjoying it as you're going back and forth with another, matching each other's notes. But near the end, Asha, you notice something. As they're playing, you're noticing that the strings on the lute are lighting up as they slowly begin to melt away and the lute catches fire. And as that happens, the bard sort of stiffens up for a moment and kind of like begins to stagger drunkenly as he falls on his ass.
I think my eyes are immediately going to shoot over to Rom to see what's going on his side, because is it something that's happening just this one bard, or is it happening to both of them? Like, what's...
It just happened to the bard that Realm was competing against.
Is he still kind of does he sit there awkwardly, like in a daze, or is he...
He's kind of dazed.
Okay, I'm more gonna go start checking on him, making sure he's okay, check his hands for burns. Do the doctor thing, see if his eyes pupils will move around.
Okay. And as like
I do it.
as like you're like
drinking.
as you're like fight doctoring this,
Mm-hmm.
the crowd is erupting in applause for Realm. Realm, you
Yes.
feel as if the fiddle is sated
Okay. It's had enough food for the day.
as it unlocks its next form.
Okay. Very nice.
You roll me a D3.
Alright, let's have some fun. I'm gonna have to do that in Roll20. I do not have a D3 on hand.
I could roll it.
I rolled a 3.
Okay. So as you stand there and you feel the fiddle sort of give you its approval, it glows for a short minute and then changes into a pair of drums. Now I'm not talking like, a drum set, just
No.
like the two shoulder mounted
that are-
drums, like the drum
Yeah, I was
corps
gonna
drums.
say, Ones that are like strapped
Bongo
up
drums?
to you and you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
These drums go by
Okay.
the name of safety dance.
Safety. That's funny. Okay.
When you play these drums,
Mm-hmm.
anybody within 30 feet of you who is currently under some form of condition, be it paralysis, petrification, whatever, is
Mhm.
able to make a saving throw right at that moment.
Okay.
A successful save will end the condition.
Okay.
However, on a fail save, the condition worsens.
Okay.
Unlike Careless Whisper, this does not have any sort of damaging effect.
Okay. Very good.
Asha, can you give me a medicine check and a religion check?
Okay. Medicine's a 23. And religion is an 18.
23 and 18. Physically, he's fine. Seems to be a little punch drunk, but fine. Though, being a cleric, kind of knowing what realm is and what you just witnessed, you could swear what just went down was a devil's duel.
Does she know what that is, though?
That's a good question. Does she really know what that entails? Or am I going to make some assumptions on Asha's behalf?
For the most part,
that's the
you,
question, right?
from what you have been told and what you've, like the little you've read, it's like a demonic, it's not a demonic, but it's like a devil gamble. It's like somebody is wagering something of them in order to possibly earn a wonderful reward if successful.
She's probably going to find someone willing, or hail one of the guards, or get someone to get this guy to the medical hall so he can rest. And she's going to turn around and
You now see Realm with the drum set.
Asha is very acutely aware about the number of people in this room right now. So right now, her eyes just kind of narrow at Rom, and he can probably tell she knows something just fucking happened, and she's not happy.
He smiles.
She has
laughs a
words
little.
for him, but she's holding her tongue.
Yeah, he laughs and smiles at her a little bit. As he will rejoin her and say, "Questions? You seem to be watching me quite intently."
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, just a little wager. Nothing too terrible, I promise. No damage to his soul.
And was he aware of this wager?
I made it quite clear.
Make sure he wasn't thinking he was just playing for the gold.
No, I did tell him quite clearly that if he wins, he gets the gold. But if he loses, his muse leaves with me.
Did you use those exact words?
Yes, I did. Quite clearly.
Well, we'll see his side of the story when he snaps too.
Yeah, Ron is gonna shrug and say, yeah, quite. So I hope the alcohol will not tamper with his remembering.
Just gonna go finish her other drink. Now her mood was starting to improve. Not anymore.
And we just nicked that all over again, did we?
Yeah.
But yeah, on that note, Rom will take another swig of his drinks, pull out his instrument, and just keep playing for the crowd.
Okay.
After all, we're here to have fun.
Asha, just to ask, because Toki is headed to your house, is your house locked?
I mean, it is, but I'm pretty sure Asha would have told everyone where to find how to get in if it's locked.
Okay. Like the fake rock or something.
Essentially. For lack of a better thing. As much as she doesn't like leaving a key outside, because, you know, she was a trained guard, but still, it's best she can do.
Okay. So while the shenanigans are going down at the rack attack, Kylus and Sylvia, do you just wander throughout the night or do you end up somewhere?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say, I mean, Sylvia's free to do whatever she wants, but I think after a nice long walk, I think Kylus would want to probably turn in. As cliche as this is gonna sound, he has some praying he needs to do.
Okay. Are you going to Asha's house or?
No, he has his own place.
Okay, because I didn't.
He has a
Oh, yeah,
place
right.
next to the Corona's temple thing.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Corona's a temple?
What?
Or am
Oh,
I
yeah,
hearing things?
Corona's
Who has
temple.
a
Hell yeah.
Corona? Corona
Hell
has
yeah.
my Corona. No, Corona's temple.
At least it wasn't next to Dos Equis.
Or the Coors Light.
Kalis is just like, it's Modelo time.
As someone who's
Lime wedge.
made beer religiously when he had the space to do so, Coors Light is not beer.
None of what we're saying is beer.
So Sylvia, when you and Kylus go your separate ways, is there any place specific you're going?
I'm actually gonna ask Kylus if he has a couch in his house, and if so, may I occupy it for the night?
I mean, I would hope so. It's
Did he
kind of like
furnish?
I don't know, he lives pretty
Yeah.
bare bones, so I don't know.
He does, yeah, but he also like recently acquired this when they got
I
there.
have to ask, is Kylus the type of guy that does like the dude apartment? That it's just got like one chair and the TV and the video game system and a bed?
Yes.
Because I will say,
to a certain extent.
I will say that was me when I lived alone in Santa Monica.
Yeah, that was to a certain extent. Like he probably would have a couch. He would do like the couch and the coffee table, you know, situation, and then he would have like a table and like 2 chairs for food, and then probably like a really small little kitchen prep space. Think of it like a studio almost. So yeah, depending on how big this is, because it's a place within the temple too. It's like one of those like
Oh wait, is it
dorms
actually
off the temple.
inside like the temple grounds?
It's on the temple grounds, but it's the way it was described to me was like it's outside of the actual. There's like the temple and then the homes of the people.
It's
who,
temple
like-
adjacent.
yeah.
Because if it's on the temple grounds, I'm going back to Asha's place.
Sorry. I guess it's technically on the temple grounds.
It is and isn't on the temple grounds. I mean, it's technically a part of the temple grounds, but it isn't like a place where somebody would go to worship or anything like that. It's a place to live.
So it's like here's the university,
It's like a groundskeeper.
and then the university
Student
dorms
housing.
on the outside.
It's,
Okay.
it's like here's the university and here's student housing.
Oh,
Technically,
okay. I'm in
That's
student
acceptable.
housing.
university adjacent.
Yeah.
I guess that's acceptable.
Okay. Sorry.
It's the groundskeeper's house.
Look, he wasn't gonna take over someone else's house. He felt weird. He was like, all right, just give me one of these. Even though they were dead still. He was like, yeah, it just doesn't feel right.
All right, so you're gonna let Asha, not Asha, but Sylvia crash on the bed or on the couch?
On the couch.
No, you know him. He would offer the bed and he would sleep on the couch. And you know he would be stubborn about it. It's like, no, you sleep on the bed.
The problem is, so would Sylvia. Like, they're
You
both
both sleep
really
on the couch?
stubborn people.
Yeah,
Look,
you both sleep on the
He could
couch.
pick you up. He can pick you up and be like, bed.
I'm pretty sure my strength is higher than yours.
Is it? I don't know.
My
is
strength
your
is
Roll for it.
18.
Okay, mine's 16.
You're
Also
82
taller.
pounds and he's 200
I can do the
some odd
thing where I
pounds.
just have my hand on your head as you're just kind of doing this, and I'm just like, that's adorable. He's trying to be a gentleman.
Why do I see this happening to where Sylvia is like, fine, I'll go sleep in the bed. And when you wake up in the morning, you're curled up on the couch and she's like sleeping on the ottoman.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Either on the ottoman or just like on the floor next to the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you just went through some shit. I'm not gonna leave you alone for the night.
Which is fine. So you take the bed.
All right, but I'm getting up every hour to check on you.
Okay, fair.
Okay. So as the two of you wind down for the night, Kylus, you said you're going to be doing some praying.
Mm-hmm.
I shut the
Yeah,
bedroom door when he starts praying.
No, it's okay. He would step out for just a few minutes just to go to the temple.
But the prayers can't see me. If I can't see the prayers can't see me.
It doesn't exist.
Is it obvious that I'm throwing shade at Herona?
What? Yes.
You were? I didn't catch that at all.
The second you see him get down on his knees and do this, you're just like, nope.
Nope. Not today, Jesus. Okay. So while you are praying, is this just like a personal prayer, or is this like I need to reach out and actually dial up God?
I need to dial up God.
Okay.
I'm trying to call her.
Roll me percentiles, please.
Oh man. You're really good or really bad. No, I need my Herona dice for this.
Fine intervention is a bitch.
Where's my other D10? Where's my other? Okay, I found it. All right. 64.
64.
In the middle.
You kneel down and close your eyes. I need everybody here, except for Fox and Zorro, to mute your headsets.
Oh god, 2 in 1 game?
Oh boy, here we go again.
I don't know what I'm
God
doing,
damn
guys.
it.
Alright, they're good.
Give me a second.
No. Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay.
I gotta set the mood.
Oh god. I hope this makes it better. Okay.
You reach out, as you've done in the past. Sometimes with success, she responds. Other times you feel like as if the message was received, but she just doesn't have time to answer it. God business. But all you feel as you finish your prayer is just deep-seated judgment and disappointment. his
Does
mi-
it-
and then his
Oh.
words pop into your mind.
Fuck.
I am so disappointed. I give you a chance to make things right. To start doing what you were supposed to be doing. And yet, here you are, on your knees, praying to the bird.
I'm a devout follower, and you know that. Regardless of our arrangement.
A truth and a lie. Devout follower of her, but not of me. I must say, as the savior of your life, I am truly offended that you take my gift and my boon and then shun me in the name of others. What
As I
is
said
it do you
before-
see in her that you don't see in me?
You are pure evil.
Potato, potato.
And you forced your gifts on me.
I
We just
didn't.
had this conversation.
I didn't, though. You took the gift willingly. Did I have a disguise on? Yes. Did I lie? A little bit. But
A little bit.
nobody forced you to take the deed. You could have said, no, I am a devout good boy, and I go to you in open arms. But instead, you panicked. You deemed yourself worthy of her of her help, of your survival, as if you were some grand champion, some special case, some special boy, and you accepted it. Now, a devout follower would have just taken the death, maybe been reborn, who knows? But in that point in time, you spat in the eyes of life. You spat in the eyes of the balance, and you accepted my gift. And again, you shunned me. Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe deep down you are that devout little follower, always willing to do his goddess's bidding, no matter what she asks. I don't sense enough doubt. Though there is somebody here that does have doubt, that does shun, who has issues with her.
I told you to leave everyone else out of it.
Yeah, you told me. I'm supposed to be the deity here. I'm the one holding the cards. I'm the one who gave you your power. And you still think you are better than me.
You are just an Afridi. You are no god. Not even close.
Not yet. But hey, I had the power to save your life.
You still lied to me.
I can't deny that. But at the same time, I told you the truth. I saved your soul. Saved your life.
Under a false name.
If I came to you and said my name is Victor Humanface and I had the ability to pull you out of the sandstorm and save your soul, keep you alive so that you can report back to your brothers, would you have taken it?
No.
And there's your problem. You only took it because you thought it was your goddess. You thought you were special.
Call me whatever you want. I know what I am to her. And I will keep striving towards that goal for her.
Tell me, what are you to her?
I am her future champion. And it will be.
And what are you to Asha?
I am her protector. I am her shield.
And what of Sylvie?
Also her protector, but her sword.
Her sword. To somebody who turns their back on your goddess. Somebody who has time and time again shunned her.
I'm not here to convert people. I follow my own. They can follow whatever they want.
Oh,
I'm not here to change people's minds about it.
but I am here to convert people. I'm a modern day missionary. Oh, Sylvia,
Don't you dare.
as he appears in the apartment. Can you come out here and join us, please?
Sylvia, stay where you are.
Nothing from the peanut gallery. Sylvia, I have something you're going to want.
Are you in trouble, Kylus?
No trouble here. No harm will come to either.
Might be.
On my word.
Do not trust it, Sylvia. Please.
We'll crack open the door to take a look out into the main room.
And you see that Jinn that leaped out of your shadow earlier and took Kylus to the Black Pyramid.
I think Sylvia would just immediately go for her sword and throw the door open and like stand there aggressively.
Well, I must say that's at least a response that I would expect. Honest. But I'm not here to fight. Not here to harm Kylus. Not here to harm you. In fact, I have a present for you.
Hylas is just staring at Sylvia this whole time, like, not blinking, just locking eyes with her. Whether she looks at him or not, he is just watching her.
I don't even know who you are, but I think you've caused enough trouble today already.
I am not a troublemaker. I am a savior. My name is Hurok. And I bring to you a missing piece, a very painful piece of your past. Something you have been searching for ever since you escaped. Ever since you were able to move on your own again. Somebody you've been searching. As he waves his hand, and kneeling in front of him, bound and gagged, is that human who took you captive all those years ago.
Sylvia.
This one was a hard one to track. A lot of wards, a lot of magic around this one, making sure nobody can find him. But I have my ways. And I am a believer in justice. I am a believer to see that people get their comeuppance. So, and he like roughly kicks the guy forward as he like tumbles a few feet. Maybe about 5 feet from you.
As he tumbles towards me, Sylvia, like, she drops her sword on the ground and like steps back to maintain a distance from him, and her hands are like visibly trembling.
I offer you what Herona cannot.
Stop it.
Justice. Recovery. Healing. No longer do you have to be afraid of this man. No longer do you have to fear him. Capturing
Stop it.
Detaining you. You can deliver that justice, that death that you've been waiting for all this time.
I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I can't do it.
Kylus is going to take out his blade and point it at Harok.
You go to take your blade out, and it physically pains you. Like, you cannot pull it out of your sheath as you feel his grip on you, his, like, the packed control that he has over you, binding you.
He's not going to stop. Even through the pain, he's going to try so hard to just, even if it's impossible, he's going to try to break it.
Give me a will check. A wisdom check.
Fuck. Oh, I'm proficient. Okay.
Now that all of that has been said, I'm going to tell everybody to put their headsets back on.
Okay. Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
Let them know they can unmute Fox. I don't think they know me tapping my headset means they can come back.
Are you telling us to come back?
Yes.
Scroll
yeah.
through
Okay.
all their shit posting. Yes, you can come back.
We were just
As-
literally shitposting.
What did you get for your wisdom check?
18.
18. Surprisingly, you're able to pull your blade out. You grit your teeth, and you, like, the muscle and nerve endings in your arm on fire. You pull that blade out as he takes a couple steps forward, sort of moves the couch to, like, pin you to the wall. Why can't you kill him? Is this not what you wanted?
Stop it now!
I
Because I'm still trying.
don't know what I wanted. I don't know if this is what I wanted.
You don't want justice. I offer you an end to your torment. Strike him down and it all goes away.
I release a thunder wave.
Give me another will check.
This is so stressful. Ah, it's one better. 19.
19, you release a thunder wave and send that couch flying across the other side of the room.
I'm trying to hit him.
Give me a sec.
And
He's like, he leans down and he picks this guy up and just holds him there. Look at him. You have nothing to fear. Look how pathetic he is. Look how little he is.
Don't make me look at him, please. Please don't make me look at him.
stop it now!
As
You
he-
are hurting her!
As he like waves his hand, And he becomes nothing but a silhouette as he's just holding it. You don't have to look at his face.
Sylvia, look away.
I can give you what you want. I can give you peace. I can give you your life back.
Is that what I want? Do I want him dead?
Hired a man to track him down so you can deliver the death blow. I was just able to get to him first.
Shut up. Shut up.
I am only speaking the truth, Kylus.
I don't care.
This isn't your call. I'm not doing anything to her, and I won't do anything to her. I am offering her...
Your words are hurting her. This vision is hurting her.
Oh, this is no vision. He's real.
What she sees is hurting her.
Our
Stop
past does tend to harm us, especially when the scars go so deep.
But scars heal.
Yes, and I am offering that healing.
Don't need to kill to heal. You can endure. You can move past it. Leave her alone.
I am offering you what Hirono wants. You've seen the way she treats people. You feel it deep in your soul that this so-called god of life doesn't deserve the praise that she gets. If so, why did she allow what happened to happen to you? To have so many emotional scars, so much fear, so much anxiety running through you on a daily basis.
A demon is not the answer.
I am no demon.
You might as well be.
I'm an elemental.
Sylvia shuffles forward slightly and bends down to pick up her sword. A sword that she has up to now swung around with ease, but now as she picks it up, it looks impossibly heavy. She raises it up, but she just stays there in that posture, still trembling and shaking.
Sylvia.
Tears just running down her cheeks.
As he lays, he sets the man down on his knees, and he vanishes and he appears behind you. I know it's hard.
Sylvia.
These sort of steps always are.
Deafen him.
These are the times that try us, that define us.
Tune him out. Please.
Heal. Become whole. Do for yourself what others cannot do.
Sylvia.
She looks over at Kylus and kind of locks eyes with him for a moment.
Do what I couldn't. Don't do it.
She raises the sword up with both hands, ready to swing it in a big arc. And she plants one foot firmly on the ground, and using the other foot to kind of kick herself off and give her the momentum she needs. She spins herself around to face the voice of this Ifriti, and she swings the sword.
Okay. And as you swing the sword, it cleaves through his face as he vanishes in a plume of smoke, and he appears back into the living room. Stubborn like your friend. Fine. Off you pop. And he snaps his fingers, and that guy vanishes. If you ever want to know where he's at, just look me up.
You can't toy with people like that.
That was not toying, my dear. That was brutal honesty. I offer you freedom. I gave Kylus his life back. I offer you your life.
I don't know if that's what I even want.
Why are you so scared? Is it wrong to want the head of the one who tortured you for so long? Who abused you? Who makes you carry all those scars on your soul? Who is the cause of all those nightmares? Causes you to jump at the sound of chains. One swing of that blade, it could be all over. You can have your peace.
Maybe it's not wrong to want that. But that person is also all I've known. If I kill him,
But you have
I'm
Kylus.
killing my past. I can't do that.
But you may be killing a part of your past. But it's not the past that defines us, it is the future. You have Kylus. You have Asha. You have friends who actually care for you. Be done with the past and move forward with them.
But I've seen what you've been doing to Kylus.
What's happened with Kylus is an unfortunate side effect for breaking up. Kylus was not always like this. Kylus is just stubborn and went back on a deal he made.
And now you hold him hostage. So you're no better than the man that you almost had me kill.
Fair point. Would you have me release Kylus?
Yes.
Oh no.
Does he kind of like looks over to Kylus?
Am I still up against the wall?
No, because you thunder waved. You're free. Like, what do you
I'm
say-
free. Okay.
Yeah. What do you say, Kylus? You want to be free? Or do we just keep doing this dance? And are you going to be a good boy?
He's gonna extend his blade at him. I know what you want me to say. I've been fooled by you before. You know what I want.
You know what I
not
want.
satisfy you.
And I know what Sylvia wants.
Leave us be. If you interfere with our lives, do it to mine. Do not do it to theirs.
Oh, but they are your. And by breaking our pact, you are putting them in danger. I am offering your friend freedom. And it seems she so desperately wants yours.
There's no trading. There is no trickery. Leave. Do not approach her again.
Because he kind of just grins. Sylvia, if you ever want to discuss your friend's freedom or the justice you so desperately seek, simply speak my name. I'll be watching. And he kind of just gives a very curt bow and he vanishes.
I think at that point, Kylus just lets out not even a sigh. He kind of gasps, not realizing that he's been holding his breath.
And Sylvia just falls to the floor and just starts bawling her eyes out.
Kylus immediately runs over and just drops his blade where it is and immediately just holds you like a child and just holds you close. And doesn't say anything, just holds you.
I think she's probably gonna be in this state for a while.
Every so often he'll say things like kind of rub your back, try to calm you down, and whether you believe it or not, he will say things like, you did the right thing. You're gonna be okay. We'll get through this. We'll make it right.
Asha, at the bar, you feel that pendant that you wear, what used to be the chorus, beginning to like burn and vibrate. And your only thought is of Kylus and Sylvia.
If that's what comes to her head, she's making a dash for Kylus' house. Because
Right. Round, you see, like as you're performing, you see her get up and bolt out, like just a sudden look of alarm on her face.
We'll have a thought of like, I didn't think my music was that horrible. But seeing the urgency that she's, displaying here, we'd probably abruptly like do one last flourish or whatever on the fiddle just to, kind of close the song fairly abruptly, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Give a very hurried bow to the crowd and just run out the door trying to follow her.
All right. Toki, as you're making your way to Asha's place, you see her cutting across the courtyard in like a very hurried run.
Okay, she's gonna chase after her since she would like to ask permission to enter her house because that's common courtesy. I'm presuming she catches up pretty quickly. Why the hurry?
So she's probably clutching onto her necklace, being like, no, just bad feeling.
And as you get to Kylus' apartment, it's not there.
Like the building?
Like the building is not there. As Kylus, you go down on your knees in your apartment and begin praying. Sylvia shuts the door. A little bit of disgust as she normally does as you start praying to Herona. begin to reach out to your god. And then you hear his voice. Here we go again. You think the odds are this time? Think she'll break? We can keep playing this game all night long. Sooner or later, she's gonna crack. And oh, won't it be glorious when she does. So what do you think this time? You think Golden Boy can save her again? That your words can reach her? That her faith in Herona, in you, are gonna last against the same strenuous scenario? She won't know what's going on. Deja vu may set in, but oh, it will wear down and down and down until the moment she sees him, she'll just swing for the fences. So it's your call, Golden Boy. You're muted.
Sorry.
Are you going to play along? Are you going to start listening and doing as you're told? Or do I need to make the little bird in the next room my new champion? Think carefully as we go through this step again. And Sylvia, you hear somebody calling out to you. Oh, Sylvia, can you please come join us? I have a gift.
I told you to stay the fuck away.
And that is where we're ending for this week.
Oh fuck, it's Groundhog's Day!
Of course.
It's
Here we go
Groundhog's
again.
Day!
Here we go again. Ay, ay, ay.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Is it bad?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Hopefully I wasn't cutting out for any of that. Hopefully the microphone picked all
No.
of that.
Oh no.
This-
Oh no, it was clear. I was shaking. I'm like shaking. It was such an intense scene. I was like, oh god.
I love that Tokumi is completely oblivious to all of this, except the house is missing, which is kind of weird.
Oh yeah, the house on the outside is the foundation and everything is missing. You know a building should be there. You see the outline of the building itself. It's just not there.
Well, she's seen a building disappear before, so I mean, she's not she's not completely flipped out by the whole building being gone thing.
Fair.
Wasn't that Kylus' house?
I don't think I want to sleep over anymore, Kylus.
Kylus doesn't want to sleep over anymore.
She gets to the plot and Tokumi's in her brain. She's like, what did Kylus do against the Fey? It's like, why didn't they take his house?
The Fey foreclosed on his house.
Oh man.
All right.
That's her headcanon now.
But yeah, so that's going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we do. Coming up tomorrow, we have another episode of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game that is run by Tiltbot. Coming up on Thursday is going to be another installment of Tricorn Isles, which is probably the most chaotic of the campaigns currently on our roster. Get ready for that one because a lot of magic items are being made.
Oh
And a
yeah.
chaos
Yeah.
crew.
Yeah, we
Chaos
finished the
Right.
trials.
We finished the trials.
You finished the trials.
We won.
And then coming up on Saturday, starting at noon Pacific time, will be the Downfall of Propriety, which is a Bridgerton-inspired D&D game run by Malls. And then later on the night is going to be Session 0 of the Daggerheart campaign, the City of Redemption. So, tune in for that as we are going to go through a step-by-step, step 0 to step 100 or whatever of character creation and talking a little bit about the game. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning on in, and we will catch you later.